Hey everyone, it's Heather. So today I'm going to talk about how our thinking about a three-dimensional reality is incorrect. This is basically, I'm blowing the whistle on our 3D thinking. Okay? So I wrote down a few false beliefs I feel we have been taught. There's obviously a lot more, but these are what I've come up with that just kind of ring true to me. Number one is that money equals success. Okay. So in the 3D world, I realize the one thing people talk about more than anything is money. Whether they have enough money or if they need to get more money, what do they got to do to get money? People who have a lot of money are seen as successful. And this seems like, you know, this seems like a true reality because what we have in this world, we get because we have money. You have to pay for your house, you have to pay for your car. Everything you own is either you bought it or someone else bought it. Okay? So this world runs on money. And if you have a lot of it, people believe you're successful. So why is this a false belief then? You're probably asking. Well, the problem is when we're going to be going into 5D here, if you have thoughts that you can only be successful because you have money, those of us who are light workers, I can't speak for everybody, but for myself, money has been hard to get because my reality said that I didn't have the skills to get money. However, when we go into a 5D world, there isn't any money. They don't have it. So you're not going to be seen like, it's not going to matter if you have money or not to be successful. So that was one. Next one, we need to work a job for 30 years to receive a good retirement. So I've had many different jobs. There's a lot of light workers out there who feel they have a bigger purpose than to work a job for 30 years and then retire. Okay? And let's, I'll throw it out there that people say retirement isn't what it used to be anyway. Because this is this is a way of life that's going out, that's dying, because we're going into a 5D reality. So we don't, us light workers, we don't want to really work a job for that long. The only thing I can say is that there's a lot of light workers out there who are more with the entrepreneur stuff, like they have their own business or they like they start something like their own healing business or something like that. And that's the way they'd rather make their money, because also light workers don't like to be told what to do. So they, can't see themselves working a desk job for 30 years. Okay. So the next thing I wrote, people who are older than us know better. So, of course, your parents, people in your family, whoever is your elder, is going to always tell you, you know what, I've been on this earth longer. I know how things work. This is what you got to do. However, as a light worker, we know different, because you can be a young person in this life, but be an older soul, right? So, I'm in my 30s, and my parents are in their 70s. Obviously, they're going to give me advice because they are my parents. However, they're only going to give me the type of advice that will work in the 3D world. Because they don't realize, hey, I might be your daughter in this lifetime, but I've been here more times than you, and I've been in other dimensions and other planets, which many people also don't recognize. And I'll get to that. So, let's see, next one. We need a bunch of drugs to heal us. Okay, this I love it because I just had my in-laws here and they told me they got their flu shots. And I'm sitting there going like, yeah, no, not me. Why? Because pharmaceutical drugs do not heal us. They make us more sick. And this is another 3D thinking. This is, my doctor knows best. My doctor's going to tell me to get all these shots. He's going to tell me that I got to give my child all these shots. And that's what they believe. That's how they believe you're going to be healthy. But in the 5D world, we can heal ourselves. In fact, I've done it. I have been very sick before, and I didn't go to a doctor or a hospital. But I healed, and I was fine. Obviously, I'm still here. I didn't die. So, that's also why I believe in faith healing and Reiki healing and stuff like that. Our energies, we heal each other, So, let's see what I got next. All right. We cannot do anything outside of 3D reality. All right. So, in this reality, in the 3D world, we are confined to the beliefs of gravity holds us down. If I'm going to jump off a building, I'm going to fall. Stuff like that. Now, we have had people who've had moments where they experienced telepathy. All right. My mom is a twin, and she actually, when she was younger, she could feel my aunt, and she had moments where she heard my aunt's thoughts. It actually was a way for, this happened for my mom, and if it, was a way for her to be able to save my aunt's life, because she felt that she had to go find her. And these are things that we don't recognize as much. People either think it's like witchcraft or something like that. But this, in a 5D reality, not only do we have telepathy, we have telekinesis. We can move objects with our mind. We can teleport. And my husband and I believe that my daughter, my 6-year-old daughter, actually has teleported, and she didn't know how she did it. I'll tell you the story really fast. We were all inside, and she was in her room. Front door was locked. Side door was locked. And suddenly we heard someone knocking on our side door, and we go to answer it. We have to unlock it and everything, and there's my daughter standing there just panicked. And I'm like, weren't you just in your room? How did you get outside? And she couldn't explain it. She just said, I was in my room and I was singing, and then I was in the backyard, and we're looking at her like, no, you couldn't have done that. But the only other way she could go out was through our bedroom, which has a sliding door that was way too heavy for her to pull, and it would have been still open, and it wasn't. It was not only closed, but it was locked. So we have this belief that she actually teleported, and we're not quite sure how to get her to do it again, but it's a reality. We can heal each other, like I just mentioned. We can transfer each other's energy. I mean, as we go into a 5D, we become more like energy. Okay? All right, so I'm on number 6. Okay, this is going to go into the religion. Just warning you guys. God is vengeful, and we need to worship, appease, and even die for our God. Okay, I've had a few videos where I've talked about my religious beliefs, but I'm going to leave that out. We have a 3D reality where people there's different religions. I'm not going to just, I'm not going to call out any religious factors or anything. But there are people who believe that God is all powerful and we don't have any power. Okay, this is a really, along with the money, this goes with the money. In fact, money and religion seems to have this hold on our people and our humanity right now, because it really confines us and makes us think we are powerless. When in truth, God is within us. We are our own God. We have the light within us. God is light. We have light. We are light. And in going into a 5D reality, there isn't a God you're going to answer to. It's just yourself. It's your higher self as well. Your higher self and you and your past self and your future self, and it's just you. And you make your own reality. Your thoughts are creating your own reality. So that is a big one with how we got to change our thoughts there. And finally, the seventh one is the Earth is young, the Earth is flat, and the universe is small. Okay, so I'm going to take these ones each individually here. Okay, first of all, the Earth is not young. It's been around for millions of years. We keep having these going back and forth where these scientists say, oh, the Earth is billions of years old, and then we go to someone who, else who's like, sorry, I'm going to do this again, but usually it's someone within a religion who says something like the Earth is only a couple hundred years or a couple thousand years old. It's just, we just know this isn't true. And then the Earth is flat. I have no idea where this came from. Okay, let's do the history lesson. What was in 1492? We had Columbus. He sailed across from Spain, and they were trying to find a way to India, and he ended up, they thought he was going to fall off the Earth, and he ended up hitting, there was an island, I believe he hit, and then later they found, of course, the whole North American continent. But I don't know where we went back to saying the Earth is flat. I don't know where this came from. Who knows? Maybe it's a Mandela effect, and people, say, hey, no, the Earth has always been flat. Come on. But anyway, let's see. And the universe is small. Oh my gosh, do you know not how many just planets are in our galaxy, but how many galaxies are out there? And this, there is such a vast universe out there, and species of different aliens we don't even know about, and this whole 3D thinking, like there's no aliens or, whatever, it's like, come on, as we go into 5D, we're going to meet them. We're going to meet these aliens, okay? Because most of them are up there in 5D and beyond, all the way up to 12D. And, that's, that's just going to be our new reality. Okay, so, I just put down like 7 big ones that came to my mind on this, but, there's obviously probably more that's going to change from our 3D thinking to a 5D thinking reality. So, that's it. Those are my thoughts. And that's about it. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and leave a comment below if you have any of your thoughts about how 3D reality has kind of, all the lies of your 3D reality, and now you're learning the truth. Go ahead, leave a comment. Other than that, I'm going to say have a wonderful day, everyone, and I will see you next time.